Hello, everybody, and welcome to Expansion Network. This is the Ask Julius Show, this incredible show that airs every single week, broadcasted live from two different states in the US, North America, in which Casey Wallace channels Julius and a group of entities, this incredible group of entities that every single day that we have this show, and today's the 88th, leaves us with the eyebrows up. Incredible answers and incredible questions. Everything is possible thanks to you. Sorry to point the finger at you. It's not threatening, obviously. It's just showing our appreciation because we really appreciate that every single week you are with us and you are stretching our minds and our souls with these incredible questions. We thought that after 88 shows, the questions will be like repeating themselves. Not a chance. Thank you, all of you, for being with us every single week and for asking those incredible questions that help us at Expansion Network to accelerate the consciousness of humanity. Hi, Casey. How are you? Great to have you again. Great to see you.
Thank you. So great to be here. And for everybody climbing on, thanks for being here the day after Christmas celebration. We know that there's many, many holidays being celebrated this time of year, and to be jumping in during your holiday celebration is quite a compliment to us. And we really, really, really love being here. And we really, really love supporting you on your journey and with your energetic experience.
Absolutely. And thank you so much again for everybody being here already. We have just started. And smoke is what we see in the chat with so many people. We had Sonia Galactech here. Thank you for being here, Sonia. We are all in this together. By the way, we asked a question that you sent us the other day that we couldn't ask in the show. We are all in this together so that you know. Hi, all love you. Absolutely love you back. Greg Diamond Jr. saying, hello, everyone. Always a pleasure to be here. You bet. The pleasure is ours. And then Karen Tackett. Hello to all. Greetings. And then our production team that is always there. Happy holidays. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate you all so much. We also have our wonderful Lauren here. Love Light Lauren. Hi, everyone. Happy Thursday. And Stacy Savage. Stacy, we asked a couple of questions from you last week, by the way. Hey, friends, happy to be here. Wishing you all well. All right, so let's go into it. It's the time in the show in which I make myself small and I'm almost hiding in a hideaway for the entire show. Just you only listen to my or hear my voice, but I keep on asking questions and going back and forth between the live questions and the ones offline. All right, so let me make myself small. And the first question comes from Love Light Lauren. Do crystals contain galactic energy, plasma energy, quantum energy?
Yes, yes. So crystals are created here on this Earth Shipmaster through the transfer of energies from your galactic field, from your universal field, from your celestial field. So they are a byproduct of interacting particles off of your planet with the particles in your planet. So they are truly galactic, truly star seeds, truly the byproduct of interracial intermingling, if you will, or interenergetic intermingling. here on the Earthship. They truly are spectacular. But here's what most people do not understand fully about crystals. You have crystalline energy in your physical embodiment as well. Yes, you do. Your plasma energy that runs through your sacrum fluid and through your bloodstream and through every subatomic particle of your physical body is also of this galactic energy. And it is proven, even science will say that you have crystalline energy. So that's the galactic energy and the plasmatic energy. So you're a walking crystal as well. This is why crystals can work so successfully with your energetic field, can help project your energetic field, can help heal through your energetic field, help manifest, do extraordinary things. You can use crystals, as you know, for all kinds of things on the Earthship. They're already being used for conduits, for amplification, for magnification, unfortunately for weaponry, but also for teletransportation through your dimensions and your realms, and even on and off planet transportation fields.
All right, all right, all right. Thank you so much, Lauren, for the question, and thank you, obviously, for the answer. Let's go to the next question. And by the way, before we do that, we wanted to say hello to Janabi, who is also with us today. Hey, great to see you, Janabi, Nadia, again. And then we have Cat 55K. Hi, Angel, Kasey, Julius, and participants. Looking forward to the show. Absolutely. And then more questions. And then Robin Azima. Hello, all from Aussie. Absolutely, you bet. By the way, Robin, we have a long question, long, very long, as it gets from you. So we'll try to answer it today. We have a question from Janabi here. Let me see. And then Amy Nakash says, good night. Absolutely. Nice to have you. Thank you for being with us again. Look at that. So many questions. We just started and we have so many questions. And then Sunshine ANMW says hello to all, and we are all in this together. All right, so we have 6 questions right there. Oh my God, let me go to my first question. Actually, 7, and this question comes from Sonia Galactech. I was awoken to a sort of scan that went long ways through my body, feeling like it was magnetically pulling me as it went through. What could this have been? Thank you.
So your government is scanning you. That's what some of the drone footage, the drone activity is they're scanning there. So some of that is coming straight from your own government, and they have penetration devices. So you all probably know this, that your government have devices so they can basically watch you through the walls of your home. No, you are not safe. And no, just sticking a piece of tape over your computer, over your television is going to prevent them from being able to see you. They triangulate the energies through all of your electronic devices in your home, and they can spy on you. They can spy on you, and they are scanning bodies, and they are also disrupting your energetic fields, making you sick, making you feel distorted, disconnected, and things like that. So your own government is doing a lot of that right now. There are off-planet beings that also come and visit and do this, and they, of course, would remain either not in your room. They can use the scanning devices from their crafts and also hone in on you. If it is an off-planet being, odds are you are a member of their family, a member of their lineage, or probably could be implanted by one of their devices or a chip, and they're checking up on the productivity of your consciousness and the productivity of your DNA structure and your genetic patterns in your body.
All right, thank you so much. Next question from, by the way, thank you very much, obviously, Sonia. Thank you very much also to We Are All in This Together. The next question comes from her. If we feel sovereign and we hold that frequency, will the timeline solidify to not to have to pay certain taxes, income tax, and it will speed up Jasara and Sarah?
Unfortunately, Master, you are not in charge of Nasara Jashara. It is a global agreement. It is a global agreement between leaders around the world. Okay. And they have a plan, and it is an economic plan, and it is a very, very structured plan. And that is taking place. That is taking place. Positivity and light and high frequency projected outward will always inspire high frequency return into the holographic projection. That is a truth. That is truth. And as all beings come into their projected high frequency state, by being in a high frequency state, then the Earthship holographic projection will be reflective of that energy. It's actually reflective of the dominant field of energy right now. We've always said that the dominant field of energy on the Earthship is fear. So the hologram is going to play itself out to represent the fear energy that's being projected outward. As you improve your energetic projection, you're going to help to shift the holographic projection field that you are putting out that creates your reality. But also remember this, Master, you have your own reality. You have your own reality, okay? And the choices that you make in your experience here on this Earthship are up to you to make. And if you do not reside in fear in any way, shape, or form, it is not likely that fear-based experiences are going to be produced by you and therefore experienced by you. But that's the quantum field of the physical, or quantum physics. That is the guaranteed aspect of the foundation of your reality. Okay. So quantum physics, Masters, is the quantum energy used to create a physical realm. Okay, quantum physics. And quantum physics guarantees that the projector of thought is going to create the reality that's going to play itself back to the projector so that one may know what it's projecting. Okay, that's how it works on any physical realm. Your projection is based on a frequency outcome. High frequency thought projection will produce loving, productive, nurturing, enriched life. And you know what fear-based will produce. So it really doesn't make any difference what the rules of the realm are. Your energy projection is going to create your reality for you. It will either completely keep you protected from any of the fear-based actions that could be marked against you, or it certainly will help to assist the outcome should any of that take place. But most people do not hold steadfast in their truth in the knowing that they are source, given the distraction that's projected around them, and they change their energetic field, and then crap happens. So it's all about your focus, Master, and it's all about your ability to stay centered amidst distraction.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you. We are all in this together for the question. And we have Hilda B, who is in the house, and we can tell that she is in the house. Hello, everybody. Magnificent souls. Right back at you, Hilda. Happy to be here. Happy to have you. All right. So many questions. Oh, my God. Look at that. Like 13 questions already. We need another hour today. Oh my God. All right. Thank you so much. You are amazing. Okay, let me go to the first question. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. All right. The next question comes from Janavi Nadia. Sort of heavy question. Okay. Thank you for making us aware of that before I read it. But what is the reason for human trafficking and who is ultimately behind this?
Yeah. So you refer to them as the cabal or the elites. They are driven by the draconian reptilians as far as species go. And the human trafficking is all about satanic worship. And it's inevitably, it's about organ harvesting, blood harvesting, and sacrifice. And that all has to do with a substance called adrenochrome that works to do one of two things. It helps with soul extraction, and it helps the elites to elongate their physical life so that they can enjoy their control and manipulation of people further. So human trafficking has everything to do with serving the elites' ritualistic practices, but it's all about money. So that's what it's all about. Is the dollar. And unfortunately, because they can contaminate the human mind into the lowest form of consciousness, which is sexual action, a barbaric mongrelization of sexualization, manipulation, and control, and turn it into an addictive force, then they can control you through those addictions, and then they can monetize those addictions. So that's what that's all about.
Awesome. Thank you, Janani, for the question. We really liked it. And obviously, needless to say, we loved the answer as well. The next question comes from Swift Sage, and that's Swift Sage's question. Julius, since this is so key for expansive development, and so many of us struggle with this, would you please provide a brief roadmap for mastering self-love?
Oh, so self-love, master, and non-judgment of self are synonyms, and they work together with each other. So the very, very first thing is to let go of the singular and separate component. So most of you live in a low consciousness state, and you believe that you are separate and singular from each other, rather than the unified aspect that you are only one energy field. So the roadmap is to get back to the position in which you can feel, sense, know, and demonstrate the truth that there is only one energetic field. Therefore, you would never not love that field, not honor that field, not respect that field, and not expand that field, knowing that all energy is you. So that is how you get to mastering self-love, master, is knowing that there is only one energy, and you must love that energy in order to exist, expand, know, and appreciate all that you are. That is not taught, that is not encouraged, because once you come into that sovereign empowered position, you will not be able to be controlled and manipulated. So the average teaching platform that is known widely and broadly on the Earthship is not going to provide this teaching for you. Of course, we will. But actually, master, you will come back to the desire of remembering this truth for yourself once you've had your guts full of pain and suffering.
Thank you. And thank you, Swift Sage, for the question. The next question comes from Cat55K. Cat55K. And that's Cat55K's question. Some guidance, please. I'm trying to sell my house. Up till now, the chosen path led to people and companies trying to convince or manipulate me into accepting a price that's below the market. And that's her question.
So what is it that you are asking? How to hold your energy field for the sale of your house? Is that what you're asking us? We're telling you that you have no control over the market. Your house is worth what somebody's willing to pay for it. That's the truth. That's the truth. Okay. Doesn't matter what your price is. It's what somebody is willing to pay for it. And right now, master, everyone's in lack and everyone's in scarcity. Coming into the year 2025, a lot of that energy is going to shift. And when it does, you will be able to probably receive more of an abundant state for your home, because the people won't be in lack and scarcity mentality. They currently are being raped through the financial industry, and that is causing a setup of fear-based response or fear-based activity in any commodity-based or economically based structures. So you can surround your energy around your home with a positive light, and have trust that the appropriate amount and the right and fair amount will cross the path of your doorstep or your bank account. But remember, master, it is a two-way street of equilibrium. Just because you think your home is worth a lot of money, perhaps it is not. And you wouldn't want to be on that side of gouging anybody either, because you'll create a karmic debt between you and the other person. So either get your home off the market until the economy improves itself, which will be about 6 months into the next year, where interest rates will improve and people will find more of an empowered and joyful state. Or you can continue to try to sell your home during a misery energetic field, which is not usually going to be the way to reach the most abundant state for yourself.
All right. Thank you so much for the answer and for the question, Cat55K. And now the next question comes from Amy Nakash. Julius, can you tell us the truth about Cleopatra, please? Did she speak 9 languages? How did she die? Was she rolled in a carpet and to be saved, or actually after she was killed?
Hmm. That's a long conversation. That is a long conversation. She spoke more than 9 languages. She died through execution. Somebody executed her. She was not rolled in a carpet. Uh, and we're not quite sure what the carpet is relevant. If you were asking us, was she hidden in a carpet? The answer is no. She was executed.
All right, thank you so much. Next question from Hilda B. What determines who do we share with our energy fields and our volts?
What determines who do
Who
we
do we
share
share
with
it
our
with?
energy fields and our volts? So, Master, when you accumulate volts, you are accumulating them in a low energy frequency conscious state of your existence, in which case you are more than likely to share those volts with anybody who participated in the events that created the vaults of trauma for you. And you are going to more than likely share those vaults with other versions of your own self when you remain in the same level of consciousness for your own self in different timelines and different lifetimes. That's generally how the vaults are shared while you are in low levels of consciousness, keeping those vaults intact.
All right, thank you so much. Next question comes from, let me see. Now the turn is for Sunshine ANMW. Question. The Yoruba religion, IFA, is not popular in the Western world. However, the teachings, in my experience, are positive. Does IFA fit with the higher vibration of 5D?
No, and we don't support that 5D is high vibration. So that's our conflict in your whole statement. Okay. Fifth dimension is a dimensional space, just like the third dimension is, and it allows for 6 levels of consciousness to be experienced, just like the third dimension does. So you are misunderstanding, thinking that the fifth dimensional space is an automatic state of high consciousness. It is not. Ghosts and apparitions exist in the fifth dimension, and they are not of high consciousness. So you must remove yourself from getting fixated in that space in reality. You can reach high levels of consciousness right here in this lifetime, Master. The 5D already exists and you are already there. You are already in the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th, and 11th dimension projection on the surface of this earthship in all variations of consciousness and knowing yourself as source. And if this particular religion, which it does not, teaches you that you are source, then that is a high consciousness state. But currently, there is no religion that is teaching you that. In fact, it is an opposite statement to state that a religion, which is a doctrinized, controlled system of your thought limitation, could ever teach you and lead you to a high consciousness state of being.
All right, thank you. Thank you so much. Next question comes from XXX Gaming. And the question is, Kim Gogan is an MK Ultra mind control victim with much knowledge of the dark side. She's being played by both sides. Well, this is a statement more than a question. Hold on a second.
So we would love to make a statement based on that statement. May we do that?
Oh, absolutely. Go ahead, please.
You are all
guest.
victims of MK Ultra programming. How about that?
All right, thank you. Fair enough. And Cat55K saying your answer and help is much appreciated. Many thanks. The perspectives given are insightful. Absolutely. Our pleasure. And then we have Norty here. Hi, Norty. How are you? Is the Earth flat and what is above the firmament? Thanks.
The Earthship is not flat in the third dimensional representation of itself. That's a psyop. It's absolutely not true. The Earthship does have a flat aspect in the first dimension representation of itself, but not in the third. And the firmament is just a pool of thought, Master. It is a pool of thought, energetic field. And more expanded above this is higher thought and higher possibilities.
All right. Crystal clear. All right, let me see. I think that, okay, so we're going to start the second round here because everybody has already asked one question, okay? And the next number one is, we are all in this together. Her question is, will Robert Fitzgerald Kennedy Jr., RFK Jr., be able to change the food system and ingredients?
Oh, well, not singularly. It will take your governmental system to come up with new regulations and new monitoring systems on that. His role is disclosure, Master. His role is disclosure. Okay. And it is already being changed and shifted. So everything that you see out there is late to what is taking place. They chose him as a disclosure representative for his broad acceptance by the masses. Most everybody appreciates him. Most everybody respects him. And so he's a perfect person. Perfect person. Oh,
Something, we lost your video.
why did
Not your audio, but we lost your video momentarily.
Huh?
But you're still there. Now I am big and you are nowhere to be found.
That is weird. And why is that?
I don't know. That's a great question. Let me see. I don't know.
Oh, hold on.
Our apologies, ladies and gentlemen. We're having a technical issue at the premises currently occupied by Kasey.
Yeah, it's weird.
I don't know.
Greg, can you come here? Hold on just a second. I've got somebody here that can take a peek at this.
All right. So thank you for being here. Ladies and gentlemen, let me change the captions here while we wait for Kasey to be back. Her camera was momentarily disconnected while she was answering the question about RFK Jr. and his
Gee, that's odd, isn't it? How things became disabled. You don't think they're watching us, do you? Odd, right?
Well, we've had so many sorts of experiences.
Okay, so I've got somebody working on my camera on my end, Angel. If it's a glitch through Restream, hopefully it'll be brought up. But if everybody could let us know that you can still hear me, if you
we can hear you perfectly.
Okay,
perfectly.
Then we're gonna go ahead and continue with the audio, if that's all right with everybody. So
absolutely.
Again, he has been chosen for his role because people accept him and respect him. So he's a perfect voice for disclosure. Quite frankly, so people, number one, will stop ingesting some of the poisons, which will force a shift in reproduction. So you have to understand that it all comes down to money. But the administration that's going to step into the front of the camera finally, after 4 years of being in a different position, is going to help to make that shift as well. But before that takes place, they want everybody to be understanding why they're changing that, because the dark energy that has poisoned the food system now ridiculously is putting out information to make people afraid that this administration is going to take food away from everybody and starve everybody, which is hilarious and ridiculous. But it's a program and a psyop that people have accepted. So he's going to ease the pathway of information. And yes, many foods need to just be removed because they are not food. They're synthesized. They're synthesized particles. But he is not going to be the one to make the changes. He's just the voice of the changes that we hope take place. Okay?
All right, thank you so much. And now we continue while we work on your video. We will continue.
So the video camera is not seem to be on my side. So we've gone through everything on my side. Everything looks like it's working. So I'm thinking it's either the systems beyond our control that are doing some of that, or maybe there's something in Restream. But what the heavens? Let's just keep going. We've continued under worse conditions, haven't we?
Oh, totally. All right, let's continue then. Thank you so much, Kasey. And Julius, this question comes from We Are All in This Together, and she is asking, what is the best way to ask our higher self or source or soul group? What is the best way to ask our higher self or source or soul group?
So, Master, you get yourself into a very, very quiet state. You get yourself positioned in the now field, and you open up communication with your thoughts and with your emotions, and then you listen and you sense and feel what you feel emotionally as a response from your question. We're going to support that it's actually, of course, you. It is not a separate entity. So this is not separate resources that are continually inspiring you and that you are continually connected to. So shifting your perspective into knowing that will help open up your communication field. But getting yourself into a calm space, an aligned space, and centered into the now is the corridor for opened channeled communication.
Excellent. Fair enough. Thank you so much. And thank you. We are in this together for the question. And the next question comes from Amy Nakash. How can we avoid and get rid of all those damages from the government?
Well, raising your vibration is going to be the biggest and foremost answer. But of course, there's all kinds of detoxification processes. And we know that there's lots of controversy out there about whether you need to detox the body, because some people will put out information and say, you have plenty of filters in your body from your liver to your kidneys to your gallbladder, and that's what they do. And so you don't need to add on detoxification. But we disagree with that statement, in the sense that that would be true if you were not being overridden by total poison and ingredients that break down these filter systems. So detoxification is a positive way to respond to some of the damages that are going on in the body. And as you all know, by watching this program as long as you have, we support oxygen for detoxification.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Amy and Kasey and Julius. Next question comes from Love Light Lauren. I am wondering what timeline we are going to eventually end up in after all the manipulation from both sides. What a great question.
There's no answer for that, Master, because we aren't controlling that. So however it ends up landing is yet to be seen. There's no projected outcome. You create your reality as you go along. And odds are the timeline manipulation is not going to come to a complete stop anytime soon. Anytime soon. So stay grounded, stay focused, stay in alignment with your own self, and stay diligent on your conscious journey. And that's going to help produce the most consistent outcome for your life.
All right. Thank you so much. Janavi Nadia has a question as well. Thank you, guys. This channel is so helpful. Thank you. We try. Absolutely. Another question. If our soul is experiencing different timelines and lifetimes, how does that affect our current reality?
So what we would really love for everybody to do, so we did something really magical for Christmas this year, for the holiday season. We bought kaleidoscopes. We bought kaleidoscopes for people. And if all of you would do yourselves a favor, and even though we think you probably remember what a kaleidoscope looks like, there are these really cool kaleidoscopes out there that have a sliding bar across the lens. And in the sliding bar is a rotation of particles, as well as the extension lens coming out of where you look into. So you can look into these kaleidoscopes and twist them and slide the bar. And you're going to get a visual, the closest visual that we could give you as an example as to what you are as source energy. And you do not have a singular soul. You are a fractal, and is represented in a kaleidoscope. So every turn and every slide and every shift of light is you affecting the full field of source energy as you experience yourself. That's what your soul is doing.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Next question from Ifat Fatima. The energy enhancement system is a quantum healing room with bioscalar fields that expedited healing and DNA upgrades. Is this true or do you recommend it?
We are going to support that what is being produced out there is not full quantum force energy projection, and you are not experiencing the full effects of it. There is not a device that is made available right now to the public that can provide for you the type of energy that you are speaking of. You are mostly creating this effect through your own mind and through your own acceptance, which is true of everything, It's kind of a placebo effect. It truly is. You can project energy out, but the problem is there's nowhere for this energy to ground itself. These devices are not purposely grounded appropriately into the earth and canceling out the negative aspects of the energetic field through all the other electronic devices that are dominating your field's exposure rate. So we are not saying that there are not frequency devices that assist in some of the cellular turnover or reproduction or accelerate the production of new cells in the body for some healing and restoration. But we are going to say that they are not the cure-all at this time, and they are not the med bed systems that you think you have tapped into.
All right, thank you. And thank you, Fatima. Nice to have you here. And now we have Anna Abderhalden, which is asking, what is in the future for Mexico?
We have no idea what you mean by that question. There's so many ways that question can be taken. What are you talking about? Okay. Are you talking about the economic structure? Are you talking about the healthcare system? Are you talking about the poverty? What are you talking about? Okay. Are you talking about whether it's going to exist or break off the edge of, the South American coastline or the South part? What are you talking about, Master? So we're not sure what you're asking us. Okay. Are you asking us if Mexico is going to become part of the Americas? We will tell you that the idea of that is taking place. Everything in this region would become one regional existence. If you're asking us about the economic structure, we're going to tell you that it's going to resolve itself through Nasara Jasara and currency revaluation around the globe, just like every other country, just like every other speck of the Earthship.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Next question from Karen Tackett. May I ask Julius, what is the significance of my granddaughter, 22, being in my life at this time? She's been kept from me most of her life.
Well, there is no significance, Master, above and beyond the experience of that sovereign being in your life. Every sovereign being that enters into your life is there for your expansion and for your opportunity to know yourself as source through the existence of them and through the interaction of them. That is the highest truth. What you make of that relationship is up to you. And what you end up demonstrating, knowing of yourself as source, is yet to be created by your own self. There's no destiny that plays itself out. There's just thought projection possibility. So make the best and most expansive aspect of that experience that you may, Master, and all is well.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Now, the next question from Robin Azima. I have a question on behalf of my sister who has said often when she wakes at night, when she was in several different countries, now back in Australia, her body is vibrating, shaking, and continues.
She's probably reactive to the energy frequencies that are taking place. If you mean that she is, if you're talking about her just sleeping at night and feeling the vibrations in her room, that could be something that she is feeling. That could have something to do with the ley lines that she is laying on in different parts of the earth that are dramatically being affected and disrupted by the timeline shifts. That's what we would tell you it is more than likely taking place.
All right, thank you so much. Now we have a question, offline question from Caroline, and her question is: Hi, Julius and Kasey. Am I one or connected to the ascended masters? I was once told I am the high priestess of the temple of Inanna, Ishtar, and I heard this in meditation, knowing of it all.
So you are source energy. That's who you are. You are no singular embodied being in any way, shape, or form, nor are you produced and come from any type of an embodied being. Those are just roles that you may play, Master. You don't come from a species. You don't come from an embodiment. You come from thought. You are the thought that expands itself into demonstrating itself. You don't come from anything. You are that energy. And any dialogue that is leading you to believe anything less than that expansive truth is a limited acceptance of the potential of all that you are.
Excellent. Thank you so much. The next question comes from Emma Freeman. I have been attempting to channel, but I feel disconnected. I have had a few surgeries and I am still recovering. Is that why I feel disconnected? I know I have support, but feel so much doubt.
Well, your statement is answering your own question. It is your doubt that is answering your question, Master. It's the medications that you have flowing through your body that is causing poison and low vibration, and your pineal gland is completely calcified. So, because of the medications and because of your doubt and your fear. So, everything comes based on your acceptance that you do. For people are often asking Kasey how and why she channels, and we always say it's because she knows she does.
Fair enough. Thank you so much. And let's go to the next question, which comes from Wendy. It's an offline question. Wendy, my question for Julius. Let me copy it and put it here for everyone to see. We love to do that. All right. So here it is. All right. Wendy, my question for Julius is: how does the product Plexaderm soften wrinkles and lift saggy skin and reduce puffiness under the eyes? And is there a natural alternative?
No, there isn't a natural alternative. It's just a tightening agent and it's full of plastics and petroleum. We wouldn't recommend you put it on your largest organ of your body where it's going to be absorbed into every subatomic particle of your body.
All right. Thank you so much. Let's go to the next question. Fatima and Robin have already asked a question. So let's recap and go to the main list of questions. So now it's the turn for Amy again. Why is the government doing all that vigilance? What for? How can we stop it?
It's for money, Master. It's for money and control and power. That's what it's all about. That's what all the war is about. That's what all of the control is about. That's what all the manipulation is about. As long as you have a commodity based realm, you're going to have control and manipulation acting itself out, acting itself out. That's what a government is. Now, what you have done is you have allowed your government to become way too large, way too large. And so it was never designed to be the all encompassing, powerful force that you all have allowed it to. You've all allowed it. Okay. And so you either get the government to volunteer to change itself, which isn't really likely, although that is taking place right now, kind of behind the scenes, or you take your realm back in your own hands. And you don't even have to take it violently. What's interesting is you just don't have to comply to the violence of what they will use to control you. Seriously, if you literally think about it, what if none of their soldiers would hold up a gun to you? What if none of their prison, keepers would open up the sliding barred doors for you? What if none of that took place? And you all agreed to love and support each other then your government would dissolve, for they can only stay in reinforcement as long as they have weapons and people to use the weapons to punish you. But what if all of those people refused to harm another being in any way, shape, or form? So you see, Master, it comes back to consciousness and awareness and love. Can you do it? Of course. Do you choose to do it? It doesn't seem that you are choosing to do it. But if more that you practice it and the more you inspire it, the more the possibility is there. Now, currently, your governmental systems are shifting and changing behind the scenes. But as long as you are a commodity-based realm, you will have any type of control and manipulation necessary to control the commodity. As long and until you dissolve the trading of commodity and let go of something being more valuable than anything else, you are going to have controlling aspects. That's what a realm is. A realm is a dimension governed.
Excellent. Thank you. Next question from We Are All in This Together. Can you tell me a little bit about Kim Gogan and her role?
We could, but we're not going to. How about that? That is not for us to disclose at this time. How about this? We'll play a game with you, Master. Why don't you ask us a particular question about Kim Gogan, and we can tell you whether we agree with your perspective on that or not. And that is going to keep this channel safe, this show safe, and everybody safe according to who and what has been chosen for disclosure. So we will play that game with you, Master. So if you will, please make your question more specific.
All right, fair enough. Next question comes from Hilda B. It is said that glass blocks the wavelength, of the sunlight that stimulates productions of vitamin D. Are there benefits to do sunbathing, sun gazing, and moon bathing indoors through windows?
Ooh, great question. Really great question. So you are correct that glass has been altered opposed to how it originally used to be produced. So leaded glass actually allows that to come through. So if you were to replace any of your windows with leaded glass or stained glass, you would be able to receive that through those specific windows. In fact, those specific windows actually accentuate the vitamin D and the beneficial aspects from the sun. And do you know that that's one of the reasons why what you perceive to be houses of worship have stained glass and leaded glass? Because they were not originally built for houses of worship. They were built for healing and interdimensional travel devices.
Wow, that was definitely an interesting question, an interesting answer. Next question, thank you so much. Next question comes from Sunshine ANMW. What is the reason for the incoming president wanting mass deportations?
Great question. So the what he wants is regulation for child and human trafficking. So everybody coming in unregulated has filled up the adrenochrome production. It was all about human trafficking. All about human trafficking. Did we say that loud enough? Should we say that again? It was all about human trafficking. That's what he's trying to save people from, is human trafficking. Okay. And so you are being misled into believing it's going to be all about getting rid of good people, thriving people, productive people, loving people, and caring people. That's not what that's about. Please, masters, see through the illusion. See through the illusion. We promise you that the person that is playing the role of Donald Trump is there to help assist humanity by reducing human trafficking and child trafficking. And when you find out how much that character that is showing, that is the face of the energy behind all of this work is doing, and how many millions of children that character or the team behind him has saved over the last 4 years, you're going to be amazed. Try your hardest to not fall into fear. All is safe and all is well. Stay kind, stay gentle, stay productive, and stay in joy, Master. All is well.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Next question. And it's going to be the last question because today we left for the end the explanation about this incredible experience that's going to happen on the 31st. We have not forgotten about it. And the last question comes from Norty. Why do I keep having sleep paralysis? Is it true I'm getting attacked by a dark force?
No, we don't think so. So we would recommend you get a grounding sheet. So you're not grounded, Master. You're not grounded. And when you're not grounded, your soul has difficulty in re-entering your energetic field through your celestial body or through your astral body. So because you're not grounded, you're disrupting the field where the gossamer thread cord connection takes place when you go out of body, which you do quite often. So you need to ground yourself. So get more into grounding practices, but get yourself a grounding sheet and it'll help reduce your sleep paralysis experience.
Excellent. Thank you so much. And that was the last question. That we have a lot of questions that we're going to be sending to our offline list of questions because we will always answer them. And now we're going to share exactly this beautiful picture by Kyle Dolan, which is the head picture of our special for the 31st. Can you explain one more time what is the experience, what is the purpose of this incredible couple of experience actually that we're going to have that day in two different time zones or time frame, to better said?
Yeah. We are gearing everybody up to be in the highest energy that they could possibly be for 2025. Letting go of low frequencies, traumas, some of your suffering, some of the very, very big struggles and difficulties of 2024 with love and honor, not with judgment, and really getting everybody's energetic field ramped up for 2025. We're going to do our best to project and provide the conduit for the transfer of quantum energy into your energetic fields. They're going to be amazing. We're going to actually also provide for you a direct information application for how you can continue to activate that field for yourself into 2025. But because Julius and their team never does anything exactly the same way twice, we decided to offer it at two different time frames for all of you or everybody who joins us from around the world. So we're going to do it on New Year's Eve day in Eastern time at noon Eastern time in the US. And then we're going to offer it again at 8 p.m. Eastern time in the US on New Year's Eve and get everybody jacked up and ready for the new year. Now, if you, of course, already are in the new year because of the timeline, stuff, please be patient with us. We're going to catch you on the 1st of January rather than the 31st if you decide to participate. It's going to be a Zoom application. So you get on the website, channelingjulius.com, you sign up, and you're going to get a link, and you're going to be able to participate in these things via Zoom. And you can do both. You can do both if you want to. And, we used to do, I used to do a type of a show on New Year's many years ago. This was before we had this type of a show and platform where we could interact with people as often as we do and as successfully as we do. And so it's nice to be back on New Year's Eve and New Year's Eve day with everybody. And we really, 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 really want to do our best to get you guys moving. Let's move this energy, right? Let's get it into possibility. Woo! Magnificence for 2025. Get your intuitive gifts opened up. Get your manifestation opened up. Get your healing opened up. Get all of your desires ramped up and amped up, and we are so excited to do it. Please consider joining us. Please, please, please. Really looking forward to that for next week.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. And that was the last question of today's show. We're trying to catch up and we're trying to do everything we can to answer all the questions. By the way, Stephanie Cruz just caught us as she's saying, and she's here. You in the moment of now. Exactly. Excited to be here. We are excited to have you. Absolutely. Kasey and Greg both got me into grounding sheets, and they work like magic. They do indeed. Treat yourself to this gift. And then Karen Tackett, thank you for the show number 88. Absolutely. Norty, thanks. Absolutely. You bet. Excited about participating in the Quantum Energy Experience on December 31st to be ready for a wonderful 2025. And Cat 55K Angel, love the energetic way you present the show. That's who I am. I am pure energy, and I will never be someone else. Thank you so much for saying that today. I'm having goosebumps. It's like someone had to tell me that today. So let me stop sharing this and let's go. Let's stop sharing. Yeah, we still cannot see.
What the heavens? Exactly. Can't figure it out. Cannot figure it out. I don't. It's got to be a glitch in some kind of a system. So I want to extend my appreciation for all of you hanging in there anyway. Right?
Absolutely, absolutely. And if you want to stay here for a few seconds or minutes, sure, we can maybe try something after the show. Okay?
Sure.
Anyway, let me make the normal size. Here we are at the same size here again. Thank you, everybody, for being with us today. As you can tell, we love this show. It couldn't be otherwise, because every single day we expand the consciousness of humanity. That's what we do at Expansion Network. That's our mission. And we love to do that every single day. We have, besides what's going to happen on the 31st, and obviously Kasey has elaborated, about that. Our next show is going to be on a Sunday. It's going to be the 5th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, okay? The 7th, at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, US, on the 5th of January, the 5th of January. It's already January 2025. It's a coincidence. It's going to be the 5th of January at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, okay? So there's not going to be a show on Thursday, next Thursday. There's going to be a show on Sunday, January the 5th. My brain is still stuck in 2024. We don't want that. We don't want to be stuck in 2024. We want to be thriving in prosperity, because today, as Greg Nyman Jr. said the other day, the 88th show, this show today was the show of prosperity, infinity, double infinity with the 2 8s, double infinity, double prosperity, double abundance show. That was the 88th show, and it's the last show of the year before the incredible session on the 31st that Kasey just described. Anyway, thank you so much, everybody, for being again with us today. There's so many questions. I was trying to catch up with the questions. I was bringing them to our offline list of questions. Our production team was doing the same thing. We really love you guys. As you know, there's not going to be any videos for the outro either, because of a particular situation we have with the rights of that music. That should be free, but the powers that be decide that it's not free, and they want to make as much money out of us as possible. And I didn't say anything, okay? I just didn't say anything. The most important thing is that we love you. We love every single one of you that joined us today for the show, and we are as excited for your questions as you are for your answers. Kasey, any last comment?
I want to wish everybody the most magnificent introduction into the next year for all of you. What an amazing number to end this year with, right? Angel, 88. I mean, just no coincidences in any of that, right? And I cannot offer up my appreciation enough for everybody embracing us and continuing this extraordinary gift of light that Angel Rebo is, to provide this platform for Julius and my team to bring this experience to all of you. So much gratitude to all of you. We hope you are love and thriving in light and wellness and abundance in your life. And we will see you hopefully on New Year's Eve, and if not, January 5th for sure. So everybody have a wonderful, wonderful evening.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. And again, we don't have an outro video, but we definitely have the wonderful Kasey and myself in the background like this. I'm going to put myself on the side so you can see this. No, we cannot put ourselves on the side. Unfortunately, anyway, it doesn't matter. We're going to leave you with this background and we're going to be disappearing in 10 seconds, okay? Thank you so much again. Very happy new year. If you have a party at the end of 2024, make it count, okay? Make it count. Make it so special. Be silly. Bring your energy up. What so many things I'm saying today. What's going on, Kasey, with me today?
You have that jacked up energy, right?
Exactly. I'm jacked up with energy. I'm excited to see everybody today and obviously to help everybody today with the answers. Julius and your group of entities, thank you. Thank you for your magnificent ability to answer everything that you guys know and disclosing it to humanity this way through Kasey. Kasey, thank you so much. We love you all. See you on the 31st for these two amazing sessions. And after that, the 5th of January, which is Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We love you guys. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.